Hi, welcome to my name's Marge, and I'm Hailcom, an empath, and I just like to do these little talks on how I feel about things. I didn't get to recharge my batteries, so I'm very tired today. Well, not really a fan of fireworks, loud explosions, and things like that. I used to be, and I started getting a little too sensitive for that. My dogs hate it too, Luna. She's not in here right now, but she hates it. And they were blowing them off. I freaking felt awful. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I let her out. She had to go to the bath. She had to go potty, and she was afraid to go outside. Finally, I carried her outside, and she was like settling to go potty, and the freaking neighbors on the other, pa 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 pa, and I was just like, oh, I felt like she was so scared. She was just like standing there. I'm like, this is their fun. This is fun for them. I have a hard time fitting in the world because I don't find fun in things that harm people, cause hurt. I am sensitive because a lot of terrible stuff happened to me early on. And I'm certain that part of the reason why I exist. I think about just how I made it to be. Makes you think. Supposed to be here. My mom was adopted. She had physical ailments. Her own stuff. His father had polio. Just the fact that, that my grandfather lived through polio to have kids. It's seconds and inches. People don't know, how fortunate they are to have an existence in this incarnation. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And all the beauty I found has always been in nature, always wandered off. I was one of those kids that wandered off. My mom always knew where I was. She knew whereabouts she could find me. And then if she told me to be back on a certain time, I'd be there. Plus or minus a few minutes. I always get sidetracked. Nature, I'm just enthralled by nature at all times. People are really going through it. People are really going through it, and they're being revisited by, well, they say it's haunted by your past, but it's only haunting if you don't rectify it, if you don't make peace with it. I do this little exercise where I got this little picture of me as a little one, and something pops up, because people drown things out. They block out memories, and then, you'll be boo-bopping around, and when bad stuff happens, that's low vibrational energy, and the worst that happens, our psyches freaking separate itself. It can fragment itself and compartmentalize memories like a freaking encrypted file. And then you'll be bopping along, minding your own business, and you'll taste something, or you'll smell something, or you'll remember a song. A lot of my lower vibrational stuff came back when I started drinking again, because like attracts like, and low vibrations, they kind of seek, the lower companions, they kind of seek each other out, and there's no honor amongst thieves. But I can't get too cocky, because it's not like I've never stolen nothing when I was a kid. But the thing is I stopped because I learned my lessons, and I went back and I made amends for the things that I took when it was necessary by the guidance and direction of another. I didn't just let my will take over and just, because not all people need to know the discretions that you did, because, just because you clear your slate and make things right in your mind, you could very well be causing pain to other people. So people really have to be careful about that. It's funny, I'm so big on synchronicities. To me, a synchronicity just lets me know that my things are lining up how they're supposed to, and things are working out. And I put this t-shirt, I like cake. I saw him a couple times in Council Bluffs, Iowa, and I always like to suit up and show up and get a t-shirt to commemorate that I was there. And It's funny because I face, but I've always had a hard time with Facebook. But there's because people just show their asses, face. They just show, sharing gross stuff with your people that are your family and your friends. I'm just like, I know that there's ugly in the world. Please stop telling me. I'm trying to omit it, and then I have people that are my family and friends that are just like constantly there, you know. And it's free choice. Just unfollow. No worries. We'll still be friends because I'll check back in on you, see how you're doing, you know. A lot of people are going through it, and I was thinking, I really think about in terms of same frequency, same vibration, and I think of that in terms of latitude and longitude too. And I left a comment on my page yesterday, this morning, last night, this morning. It's all a blur. That's how tired I am this morning. I'm dizzy with glee and exhaustion. But, you know, I'm just in a good mood. Even though I'm tired, you know, my body, hopefully I'll get some rest tonight. I can always lay down and I'll try and do my hour meditate state in here in a little bit, you know. Benny got sick. Broke his, it's just a hard night. But you know what, I tell you what, sometimes you get so stuck in doing the same days over and over and over. It's like there's this spirit that you have inside you, and it has a way that you want to act, and you just go through the motions every day of taking care of responsibilities and doing the right thing or the wrong thing, depending on which, you know, vibe, where you sit on your journey and your path. 'Cause God knows I haven't always freaking live for other people. I've been very selfish in my life, and I don't like the result of that, so I had to change my ways. So yeah, Heidi dropped in this morning, and it was making me think about, you know, different kind of things, and because I have like a plus or minus rule. I believe that people, like, if you're going, I think maybe people should try this. We're just all different aspects. We're just different versions of the same thing. Like, for instance, my birthday is April 9th. April 9th, 1974. Now, other people that have been born on my birthday: Hugh Hefner, Jenna Jameson, Dennis Quaid. People born on my birthday, depending on other planets in the charts, a lot of them have a problem with alcohol. Yeah, it's in our charts. You know, that's why I always I'm just always having people look at their charts. There are things in your charts. I was listening to a talk this morning by, I'm still listening to it. I really like him, Kashanti Joitish, and I like his point of view about stuff. You know, he's salt of the earth to me, and you know, so far I haven't seen a whole lot of red flags. I'm not good with red flags, by the way. I'm not good, because I'm one of those simple-minded, wholesome types. I think that I'm what they're talking when they talk about the meek, because I'm so sensitive and tuned into things. You know, that it just, that's funny. I was just talking about pony, just anyway. I'm so sensitive about things that and it's that I always want to see the good in people. So I don't always get the red flags till it's too late, you know, but I'm getting better at pointing them out. And the cool part is like with last night, you know, because I've lived so many, and every now and again something happens, like an emergency or a stressful situation, like last night with one dog getting sick and the other one just getting so stressed, you know, that yesterday was just a hard, energetic day anyway. And then, you know, when people don't have healthy, positive outlets and they get all frazzled, that's when they start trying to rely on other stuff, you know. But what happens is when stuff really hits the fan and that peace comes in, it's that peace. That's how I know that I'm connected to spirit. Because, you know, it happens when I come up on car accidents. It happens because I'm a first responder at heart. You know, I don't need to be paid $90,000 a year. I show up before, because I'm always around when accidents happen. I know what to do. And yeah, I don't like blood and guts and stuff like that, but when emergencies happen, you just kind of got to go into automatic mode and, you know, get through. I have examples of how I've had to do this my whole entire life. I'm not 100%, but ain't nobody is, and I'll keep trying. So I think that people have a lot in common when they're born on the same day. And I think that, that because people have placements in their chart, is because it's one person relating to another. And I often see on Facebook, it'll say whose birthday is today, and sometimes it's like 5, 6 people, and I only have like 400 something. I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook. Keep my circles kind of small. But it'll be like 4 people, and I'm like, shoot, well, what was it 9 months ago? That was 9 months ago. It was pretty happening time. Usually it's, when there's clusters like that, it was like a holiday or a power outage or something like that, or, I'm big on looking for patterns and looking at patterns and stuff. And, but if people, and I think about those people that have the same birthday, and, they might look entirely different, come from completely different backgrounds, but their personalities, there's a lot of similarities in that, Talking to Buddy, and it's just like, people are just... Actually, I'm going to switch gears. I've lived in anger for a very, very long time. It was my go-to. A lot of people, when they're really mad, it's their go-to. And it's just, it's the same as hurt. Or it's the derivative of hurt, or a byproduct of hurt, or whatever. They're related. They come in hand in hand. I've studied a lot about psychology in my whole entire life because, Mom acted a kind of way when we were growing up. And I always just wanted to make sure that I was okay. So in making sure I was okay, I always checked in with professionals here and there along the line, let me know to see if they concur what I believe to be true, and they do, and then I'm done. I've gone through counseling before because of relationships, and the fact of it is all these relationships trouble, all of it comes down to is I freaking did not love myself. Every problem that has ever come down for me, it has all come down because I didn't love me and take care of me. I didn't know how to be my own best friend. How do you love yourself when you come from 2 people that didn't even love each other? When you don't come from a place of love? Or even when people do come from a place of love, but they love you different. The best that they could, but it wasn't necessarily what was right for you, I've come to appreciate my parents and love them in a way because I love my life, and I wouldn't have it if it weren't for them. And all the struggles that I've ever gone through before, it's so I can help other people get through theirs. Because I've gone through some pretty insurmountable stuff, and I'm not saying I have had the worst life of anyone I've ever met. No. There are so many people that have it worse off than mine. But usually the thing is people give up. People usually give up when things get hard. They just succumb. They just do pills, alcohol, sex, marketing, selling, But the astrology is helping people wake up. And people like me are helping people wake up. Connections are being made. The way I look at it, time travels in a circle, right? So with the astrology comes up, Pluto return, America's Pluto return is coming up. It's a 248-year cycle, plus or minus. I don't know, because all these different people have different reports, but this... and do you know there's astrology placements in your chart that designate that say, usually when this planet is in your chart in Vedic, that they like to grill? Well, I in fact do like to grill. I'm not really big into meat anymore, but I like to grill, and I got a lot of good ideas for vegetables and stuff too. Grilling vegetables. Anyway, so the way I look at it, the world is all like a snow globe, right? No, that's a bad... I don't want to use snow globe. I'm in IT as a profession. I actually just applied for a position at a university today, back in my homeland, and if you want to get rid of a hard drive, aside from freaking, I don't know, putting a bullet through it, all hard drive is there's this metal disc that spins around, right? If you want to like wipe all the information out, they used to put them in degauzers, okay? And it's like a magnet. It's a magnet, and it freaking wipes everything off, right? Kind of starts you over from zero, but like you can't build on it. And what's the astrology is freaking when we're born, we're degauzed of all of our memories because our spirit passes through incarnation and incarnation to live experience of experience. We've all been the scoundrel. We've all been the prince. We've all been the princess. We've all been at the highest of highs and lowest of lows, and we've all done every terrible thing that could ever be done. And then there's this, and then people are you know, shiny things. They're distracted by things like, you know, having to go to work every day and an education system and all this, you know, stuff. And it takes them away from remembering of all their positive experiences that their spirit is supposed to be happening. Then there's karma and stuff, so they put themselves in harm's way and make bad choices and pick money and property and prestige over, you know, adding to the spirits of others and stuff like that. But more and more people are waking up to this idea that, you know, we're all just energy and we're all just trying to get by. So we're only as good. This whole planet is as good as the saddest person on it. That's how I see it in my mind. Yeah, it can be good as the, you know, happiest person, but it's only as good as the saddest person on it. That's how I see it. So I'm getting long. I've been doing that last couple days, but once the flow goes, you gotta let it go, you know. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Oh, I was wearing my cake shirt. Synchronicity, that's what I was telling you, is that I those memories in Facebook comes up, and I put this t-shirt on this morning, and then I looked at Facebook, and there's a memory that popped up, and it was from 5 years ago, and it was my ex, me, and a woman wearing this shirt. So hope you find some synchronicities in your life to let you know that life is heading in your right proper direction. If you have any ill will in your heart, get rid of it. There ain't no place for it. You know, if you don't get along with something, just, you know, don't go away mad, just go away. There's an old song about that. Maybe I'll listen to that next. Have a rad day. Peace.